Greetings. Good evening. Monday, April 6th, 2026. This is Coaching Now. The request here is working with one person. Now, Dan Co. has a program that is going live tomorrow, and registration ends this evening in about an hour and a half. Yeah, like an hour and 40 minutes. Okay, so he's got his program going on starting tomorrow, and in the pursuit, straight up here, we're running business folks live, looking to do a transaction, looking to do an exchange, looking to work with you. So straight up program is 14 days, and the deets, right? The details. US $225. So I am looking to exchange, transaction, make a deal. What I'm thinking is I'm looking for someone to work with. I'm looking to get the cash now. And in regards to what it is I'm offering or what it is we can do for that, I'm up for discussion. Stand store. And as a matter of fact, this is how I found the online store that I'm using. That digital downloadable products, PDFs, e-guides, e-books, and then live workshops, webinars, coaching consultation, etc. Live, of course. Well, there are evergreen webinars. Folks film and then they loop them and such. So my thought is, because the if you make an actual purchase in Stand Store, that it's going to take some time, and the time limit for me to register into his program is 14 days. Is essentially an hour and a half. So I'm thinking Cash App. And this may seem a little crazy, and this may seem a little abstract. Where you're like, yeah, this is ill put together. Maybe this is ill put together. I'll tell you what. There's no perfect time to have a flat tire, right? So I want to make a film right now, make a video, right? I'm going to send it out to YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels, right? And what there is to do is to get out and get in motion. And this is what I'm doing right now, right? Sure, preparation does go a long way. And this was not planned. This was absolutely not planned. And I've been watching the emails come in, the countdown for when his program starts, right? Starts tomorrow. And if you'll take a look, like the title and the description, it is speaking to what's happening right now. Let me pull it up. So the title of this live stream: Tips for Getting Out of My Head and Into Action. Suggestions. For the suggestions, yes. And I'm thinking my suggestion that could work. The program's $225. You've got some suggestions for me to get out of my head, get in action, then that's a conversation we can begin right there. And what is it that I do, or what we can do together? We can create some educational content. We can do quite a bit of things in communication. And because I have not been in communication for about the last, just a little over a week, because I did the stand store, the dare to post challenge. It was the stand store dare to post challenge, 30 days, right? And I posted all 30 days. What I didn't do is fully read the the rules, and they had, out of those 30 days, they have to be a carousel or a reel, like a reel that's 10 seconds or longer, and a carousel 4 to 5 images. And there were like 3 days that I posted a single image, and consequently that disqualified me from the challenge. I did complete it though, kept on going, and I continued on after that, right? And like it was like a 40-day streak, somewhere around there, that I was posting every day. All right. So to keep in the spirit of what's going on right now, let's make this video. You know, there's a lot of things to figure out with what's going on around this broadcast. You're like, BP, how can you be a producer and dealing with this nonsense, with this black cloud around? Interesting, great question. Thank you for answering. So, have you ever heard of the basic blackness, breathless sadness? Yeah. The good night. Love you too. The depressive cloud that persists and haunts. So this was half a lifetime ago when I was younger, because that would be half a lifetime ago. This is like high school, or just after. So when the basic blackness, breathless sadness, the term was coined, or I hadn't heard of it, still haven't heard of it, like before, since then, or whatnot. So get rid of this blackness around me, and bring some light, right? Man, you. Mm. So the description of this live, the description of this streaming right now is: when urgency shifts, it could be an experience of emergency that hits. And so there's this thing with, like, what is it about putting things off till the last minute? So in this particular instance, I was not planning on doing a live, like, period. Yet, as far as doing what needed to be done to secure this 14-day hanging out with the man himself, Mr. Dan Coe. Never met the dude. He showed up on my YouTube through algorithms, I assert, right? About 2 years ago. And this guy is connected. I connect with what he says. He's a writer, philosopher, right? And in fact, his last name, Coe, is where the name of this formula philosophy called coaching now, right? And it's mentorship, multi sources, and mindset, right? Coaching now. And I put out a video, I believe. We've got one on YouTube, we've got one on Reels, and it explains, like, the background of how coaching came about. And Ching it's Asian related, and has to do with, like, weaving together, and, like, scripture textbooks. So the multi sources. So if you've got textbooks, or weaving material together. There are multiple strands, multiple books, multiple pages, right? There are multiple sources that are coming together to create. So this is the multi sources, and then we have mindset, and that's now. So, you know, there's never a good time to have a flat tire. So as this evening, I'm sitting here and I'm looking at the email, going through emails, and it came in. It's like you have until the 7th to register. And I'm like, you know what? There's like let's do this. So the this stream right now that's happening is straight up really happening, and this stream is straight up really happening. And when it comes to preparation, focused mindset, uh, you could argue, actually there's no need to argue. Yeah, I have access to go live. I'm live right now. And the agenda is me in this position, deliberately placing me in this position, of motion, where my priority being the focus of achieving the goal before time has ran out. And before the time runs out, it's 10:32. I'm on the East Coast, and so this is a little like under an hour and a half. So here, you're hearing the ramble on, and do you feel like the video is the first channel? The first channel I started on YouTube that I was seriously posting on was around like October last year. So after that, a few months later, started with coaching now. Stay focused, stay in action, stay out of your head. We're going to get this. So what I'm doing in this moment is expressing using communication, and there are many forms of communication. So the programs itself I'm working on is based upon personal and professional training programs, growth training and development programs, and life experience in general, and philosophy, like ideas, visions. Just like, I'm a systems guy. Connections, right? Taking this, that, and the other, seeing how they do, weave together. And there's a process. It's a process, right? You sure have some eureka moments with a vision, yet it is definitely a discovery process that cannot be rushed, and it's taking the action, getting started. So my request, is it a request, or is it like, hey, let's do some business together, let's do some sales, some transactions, right? Let's do this. So the goal of mine is to secure, I'll say 230 or 225 would work. Is there going to be taxes on that? So I'm thinking cash out, right? And again, this is arguably, like, let's bring some people on. Let's talk about this. Is this stream prepared? No. So you could argue, like, what's up with that? Well, you can pick up the phone. I can pick up the phone. I make some phone calls, or I can stream live and make some phone calls. Get these videos out on YouTube and Instagram. Man, stay focused, stay in action, stay out of your head. We're gonna get this. I'd like to get this black fog out of here. You know what I'm saying? And so anyway, we can argue, why are you doing this? You're not prepared. This looks unprofessional. And Why didn't you wait? Number one, I couldn't wait. I could have consulted my agent Chad, my agent Gemini, the whole list of agents, right? That take care of this cloud right now. And I did not do that. I hopped on. Perfect. All right. No one's on air with me in this moment. So, there's this, it happens when recording is going on. Put on this like performance of a sense, and there's no need to put on a performance unless the performance is needed, required, or part of the plan, the script, and whatnot. And yeah, I'm gonna drop it down. Be real, be human. So let's what? Right now, and for the next basically hour and 20 minutes, I'm looking to connect with you. Danco has a program he's starting tomorrow. It's writing, right? We've got writing, philosophy, and putting the business together. 6 months. We're working with artificial intelligence. I'm out to make a sale. I'm out to work with you tonight. As soon as you see this, hop on. I will put the link when I get figured out. Yeah, because there's never a good time to get a flat tire, and the flat tire we're dealing with right now is the time crunch of the registration before before this course starts, right? Brian, what is the course? Good question. Check out my YouTube. Check out the link. Come out and join me, and let's do some business. Craziness, right? So, staying out of my head. I'm not going to review this. I'm going to go ahead and post it. Like, why not? It's taken down at any time. We're on a time crunch. Right at 1 minute. All right. Man, this is nuts. So, wow. No kidding. So I click on share, right? WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, X Twitter, blah, blah. So, wow. Copy video link. I also going to click WhatsApp here. Really? This is creating I'm not creating a group. What's up? We're going to hit. All right, next. I've selected 2 people. Now I'm wondering if it's going to send it to both of them, right? Hit it up. Bang. It sent them separate. So, it does say group. I did not create a group. And I did send it individually. I just learned something. We just learned something. Maybe you already knew this. All right. Okay. All right. So I'm on the East Coast. I'm out in Florida. I'm out in Central Florida. I'm out by Tampa, right? This is completely unplanned. Now, I've been talking with, like, the plan is, to straight up start with a podcast, with a talk show, and so working with OBS. I'm looking at OBS, Streamlabs, just looking to get the tip jar set up and everything. And one thing that came out of the 30-day challenge really is the focus and consistency, which is huge. right? For me. And so the program in play, it's priority, you know, focus, and then just maintaining the action on that focus, to reach what it is. And in this moment, live, like it's just like $230, $225 before midnight, which is an hour and 20 minutes. So let me get these two videos posted, and that's reaching out to people. That's like putting it out there. It's putting out there in cyberspace, you know, and we'll see what happens there. The folks like the two I just sent off to now, I know those guys, right? And there's a consideration like, is this spam? Like, yo, you pick up the phone, yo, dog, yo, bro. There's been absolutely no advertising for this whatsoever. Didn't do a sound check, so have no idea how this is coming out on that end over there. Come on, it's already open, yo. So I have WhatsApp. I have two screens. I have my laptop and I have the monitor over here. And like WhatsApp is open, and you see, running my mouth. Hot air's coming out. Look, I'm sharing with you out there who aren't watching it right now in the spirit of an evergreen. Of course, I'm not sure about running this whole thing. Looking at like what are we learning right now, right? So how can we apply this and not forget it? So WhatsApp is open on my screen, and when I go to share the live stream, it has the link. It's got the copy link, and then these individual platforms. So WhatsApp is on, it's on the computer here. So I'm looking at WhatsApp. I'm da 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 da. I see the messages. I'm like, why do I need to click on it again? It's already open. It opens in a separate window. It's and it's to send the link specifically. And clearly, if I was screen sharing right now or whatnot, you would have a much better. Well, I know you'd have a much better idea. You've got visuals, you've got information, speaking information, and then the visuals, right? So it's just learning by listening, learning by watching, and then there's the doing it yourself. So seeing the demonstration or the video. So anyhow, yeah. To actually pull this off, it's going to require focus and action. Stay focused, stay in action, stay out of your head. We're going to get this. So it looks like we got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sending 5, you can send 5 at a time. There may be a workaround, blah, 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 blah. 5. So here we go. I'm putting in a message to them. Playing an impromptu game with the challenge being $225 by midnight tonight, Eastern Standard Time. It is Monday. April 6th. The thing about being in action is learning from the action, the results. You know, again, what worked, what didn't work, and such. So to not say is this a good idea or not a good idea, it's not a bad idea. And what's at risk here? At risk, looking like okay, this dude's totally unprepared. Like yeah, I, and at the same time, I am prepared. It's subjective. Depends on how you look at it. I'm starting a business. I'm beginning to create my know, like, trust factor, right? And this is human. I'm human, and like the oh man, the 30-day challenge. There was it's I have a list of 20. I wrote down to 20. I'm like, what did I learn from that? From that challenge. So, and then I paused to put a pause on and to take a look, right? Like take a look at what worked and what didn't work, and then go out again. So this will be 3.0. This will be like the third round essentially that I'm going out, and the material I will be putting out in this next round will not be like what I put out in the previous two rounds. All right, so I have like 10 subscribers on YouTube, right? And I think it's 50 to go live on the phone. I believe until I get 50, there's a number I need to reach before I can go live on the phone. And fortunately, I can go live on YouTube, and I know, Zoom, Facebook, and all and such, and just like straight up streaming platforms, is a possibility. So Discord, I'm looking to, like, I will be using Discord, and right now I'm going to focus and stay in action to get this video posted. Again, $225 from this moment right now. We're really coming up on about an hour by the time like the money coming through Cash App. Sure, other ways, come on, join in, and let's hear them. So I can talk to my agents, Chat, Gemini, Plex, and Claude. So that's another reason why to bring in that I'll be bringing in OBS, Streamlabs, and get this tip jar going. So when going live, doing the talk shows and such, is another option, right? So I do have the stand store, and that money's not for certain yet. If you make a purchase, how quick can I get that shuffled? Bank purchase. Exactly. So the link I'm taking, the link for this stream right now, I'm putting it in notes on my computer, which is connected to my phone. So I'll grab the link from there and I'll plug that in to YouTube. All right. YouTube short. What? Man. No, what? Thumbnails. Whether it is right now and for the next basically right now and for the next basically hour you know what? Minutes, I'm looking to connect with you. Now, so I'm gonna save this, review it. This is who's gonna watch this? 25 seconds over swipe, right? And putting the business together 6 months. All right, this is yeah, forget that. Let's mm-mm. You know what's in my space right now? What I got going on is this blackness and this blackness, and I prefer to have not the blackness again. So my pup is here. She's about 10. Not quite a pup. She's still a pup though. No kidding. This is cool. What's going on here with the dashboard and everything back here? So yeah, yeah, yeah. I need you to hop on YouTube right now. I'm live on YouTube. I'm streaming right now. I need you to hop on and we need to talk, all right? Because Danco is starting a 14-day program tomorrow with his philosophy, writing, and AI, and his massive amount of wisdom. If you don't know who Dan is, yo, you must. Hop on YouTube now. I'm going to put the link in, and I am going to register for his course with you. You and I are going to do business together, and you're going to send over $225. We're going to do a Cash App, and we're going to do some high quality, kick ass stuff. What I'm learning in the next 14 days, I will apply it to what it is you're doing, what you're up to, mission, message, da 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 da. Link, join before midnight Eastern Standard Time, Monday, April 6th, 2026. Whoosh. All right. Now we take those two videos. Later we'll be like, yo, let's critique them. Let's get some input on this. You know, this communication engagement. Yeah. Shoo. What's up, Sue? Here she comes. You go outside, girl. I need you to hop on YouTube right now. I'm live on YouTube. Okay. Live on YouTube streaming right now. I need you to live on YouTube streaming. Hey, Sue. YouTube right now. I'm live on YouTube right now. I'm live on. What? Yes. You go outside? think YouTube would do a better job with their, the captioning. It's like freaking long. Why is it long when you naturally not have it across? It's so long right there. Doesn't work. All over the screen. Too long. Yeah, there's a lot of things I've been wanting to do. Things I do. Things that I do people don't know about. And there's this unhealthy experience when, and I'll speak for myself, and the things I want to do, things I see myself doing, things I like know I'm here to do and not doing them. Like there's this level of unhealthy that has been going on. Do you have anything like that? Like if let's take a deep dive. Something you like to do, want to do, whether it's with people or not. There's just something you want to do you're not doing right now. Why is that? Today earlier I was talking with Joe Piccone from the Piccone Show, and I had sent him I had musical messages, and yeah, he's like, this is what I think. He gave me his feedback, and it was like, okay, just kind of like ripped it up and down. And he's not the only one. There are other people who are like, okay, like that's interesting. And what I see to do with my musical messages has not fully been explained. I speak very abstractly at times and such. So, Monday, April. I need you to hop on YouTube right now. I'm live on YouTube. Speaking clear, concisely, to the point. Because dot. 14-day program tomorrow. Being present to it, being aware. First of all, I want to do it. And AI. And again, I'm not entertaining anybody right now, right? No one's here, and I have a mission. I need you to hop on YouTube right now. I'm live. On YouTube. I'm streaming right now. I need you to hop on, and we need to talk. All right. Because Danco is starting a 14-day program. I've not ever done this. This is all totally new. Streaming live, creating a video to put on the channels, and then putting this link to the live channel, which do at an hour now, so, and even less because of transaction time and such. So, whew. Shoot, so I'm sending it to YouTube. They're already going to be on YouTube, so they wouldn't need the link. I mean, right? Because I send it and then you click on it, and it'll be a short. It's a short. Yet they're on it right there. So see the silliness? Meet me on YouTube. You're on YouTube. This is for YouTube. It's not Instagram. So. highlight the message to ban and what to say. So I'm live now. Let's see. Dude, this is crazy, right? Hmm. Live now. Wording is everything, right? This is crazy, dude. This is so crazy. This is crazy, man. This is crazy, dude. Is it crazy? Wow. This is, yeah. What is it? Crazy. Right. Man, this is, yeah. Philosophy, writing, and AI. On. No, let's see. Man, you know, this is it. This is out. And his. This is out. This is out. This is out of the court. Yes, this is really happening. Dan is, yo, you must. Come on now. Hop on YouTube now. I'm gonna put the link in, and I am going to register for his course with you. This is nuts. And we're gonna taking too much time, right? Some high quality. We got stuff to do. Kick ass stuff. Kick ass stuff, man. What I've learned in the next 14 days, I will apply it to what it is you're doing, what you're up to, mission, message. Yeah, yeah, that's what's up though. That's straight. Straight up, yo. Link join before midnight Eastern Standard Time. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Ha! I need you to hop on YouTube right now. I'm live on YouTube. Now it's the thumbnail, right? It's the thumbnail on the short, and what's that going to be? So this whole hashtags are apparently out. Still use them. Get the AI listening, watching all this around from the video and such, based upon what I'm hearing and seeing, and plenty of voices out there. So just do the research and development to continuing to develop. Really, yeah, continue to develop research and development. It's ongoing, like continuing education. To keep up with where the game is at, right? Can't be playing 1975, 1980s basketball in 2026. Gonna be outdone by the sneakers. The sneakers don't make the player. So like I'm putting in how can I support? How can I support what? So that's what I'm putting in. This will be the title of the short, and note to self, we've got viewers. There hasn't been a single viewer come in. So the viewer watching that while maintaining else. So really like a production. Like this is not the first time I've gone live, although the last time I went live doing it, it was like probably 2021, and it was more than myself. And again, this is completely impromptu, although going live has been planned. So you know what? I'm not going all hardcore if I need 225 in the next 50 minutes. What is hardcore? Just out of my head completely. As in, focus on what the goal is. I need you to hop on YouTube right now. I'm live on YouTube streaming. The faces I'm making right now, I'm looking at my face on the screen. And you know what? It's like, why am I doing this? Get the thing out, right? It's going to be irrelevant tomorrow in the sense of happening now. And I keep going. This is raw. This is nuts. Mm. There it disappeared. Why? Why the? Why did it just do that? Dude, it just did something wonky. Cancel that. Yeah, man, this is the whole baptism by fire, right? Wow, this is all twisted and turned around. This is, this is just strange. It's all new. And you know what? I get it. Taking time. So, no, dude, it's not cool. Look, where I split it, it gets split. So it's taking off, cleaning up the thumbnail, and then it went back together. Like what I split, it just went back together. I'm like, come on now. Jeez. Dude. Can you say breakdown? Man, forget the fact I'm even streaming right now. No, I haven't forgot. However, I have not been watching the comment or viewing, right? Okay. Mm. Yo, I'm going with this. So I'm still gotta get the thumbnail on, dropping that the title, and cruise this out. This is learning. This is on the court. What does that mean? Trial by fire, getting out here and knocked around. Dude, I cannot believe this. I'm gonna leave this. You'll see it. This is like, are you serious? I, dude, it's straight up disappearing on me. The text that I'm putting in for the caption is unbelievable, dude. Man, unbelievable. Inconceivable. Princess Bride, anyone? Dude, dude, yeah, dude, come on. Dude, it's disappearing. I don't know. I don't know what the hell is going on. I click on to put the caption, right? There? This what in the F? What in the F? What in the F? This is like what in the F, dude? What son of a dude? Serious, dude? Like serious? It just dude, it's disappearing. It's disappearing. What the F? I don't know what to say. I honestly don't know what to say. It's it's jacked up, man. Come on, YouTube. What the hell? Effing jacked up. Effing jacked up. So, what to do in moments like this is breathing through the nose, breathe out through the mouth, and not hit things. Do not throw your phone. Very expensive piece of equipment. Ridiculous. Oh. So, in the hashtags, it's like word, what the video, something, a word, the main like topic of the video, right? And then there's the second hashtag being kind of like a broad hashtag, somewhere in like in the millions of views, right? That's related to like the topic, the thing, what I'm doing, and then the third hashtag is like specific. That's what I'm getting, and I know that's what I've gathered that thus far. Before I was using coaching now, hashtag coaching now, and it's like no, it's not what you want to be doing. Like I was using outdated techniques. Man, this is happening. And had I not started this stream and this conversation, like this action, what's happening on now, I would not have this experience, right? I wouldn't be having this breakdown that I'm having on YouTube right now with the thumbnail. although that ought not be happening. There's a glitch somewhere in the universe, in the matrix. So the thing is, one action leads to another action, and keep on moving. Stay focused, stay in action, stay out of your head. We're going to get it. I need you to hop on YouTube right now. I'm live on YouTube streaming right now. I need you to hop on and shorts. That was the other thing. Shorts, yeah. Because Danko is starting a 14-day program tomorrow with his philosophy, writing, and AI, and his massive amount of wisdom. If you don't know who Dan is, yo, you must hop on YouTube now. I'm going to put the link in, and I am going to register for his course with you. You and I are going to do business together, and you're going to send over $225. We're going to do a cash app, and we're going to do some high quality, kick ass stuff. What I'm learning in the next 14 days, I will apply it to what it is you're doing, what you're up to, mission, message, da 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 da. I want to put in register, like is that's it's business though, right? What is what is the main thing? What is the main topic of this video here right now? And there is a program to register into, and money must exchange hands. It's business. Night Eastern Standard Time, Monday, April 6th, 2026. I'll say business. I need you to hop on YouTube. What do you think? So after this is over, we're going to be. Right now, I need you to hop on. Or while this is still going, I want to get feedback. Let's get some feedback. Danko is starting a 14-day program tomorrow with right? Philosophy, writing, and AI, and his massive amount of wisdom. If you don't know who Dan is, yo, you must hop on YouTube now. Yo, I want to do register. So I'm gonna do shorts first. Man, I keep my eye. Need something to ding, 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 a light flash or something. And to my knowledge, though, no one has joined. 3 to 5 hashtags is what's been coming up, and there's actual research on the court, like looking at other people's shorts, and seeing what they're putting in it. What are they putting? What are people putting in their shorts? Whoa! Talking about the pockets in the shorts. Okay, man. So we're gonna put. So if I put in future proof, this is coming off his program, Future Proof Challenges, which I have not even read through the program. You're like, exactly what is the program of Dan's? Man. So that's 1,000, and then we need in the millions. Yeah, I see. What is it? What's up, girl? Man, so we got. You want to get on? You want to get on this live stream with me? Man, come on, I gotta get this in. So. show up. All right, I'm gonna put in system. Yeah, that's not. I'm like, these are not the right ones. That's what my mind is telling me. Man, that's this is just upsetting as all get out. About the thumb now that it's disappearing. What has it disappearing? Danko. This is this is what's going out. This is now. Yeah, you know what? It's all that looking good, this, that, and the other. Come on, now we got things to accomplish. It's ridiculous, ridiculous. I tell you, man. I'm still posting to Instagram. Like this is what's up, man. This is what's up because this is a process. This is going through it. This is on the court. This is getting knocked around, getting muddy, dirty. Yes, Suvi. Inside, outside. Let's go. How long I've been talking without this thing on? I tell you what, man, that's pathetic. Oh, man. She's telling me she wanted a snack. She needed a snack because she's being a good girl. And using the facilities outside. She's used the facilities outside since a few days after I got her. She was about 8 months when I adopted her. That's what the SPCA, you know, that was their estimate how old she was. There are not many dogs on the planet like her. Why? She's so enlightened, I'm telling you. I'm cruising over to YouTube. So, look, Danco has a program starting tomorrow. Registration must happen by essentially the next 20 minutes. Now, I have my online store. I have my channel started here, Instagram, YouTube, working with Substack. And this is looking kind of ugly right now because I said so. This is ugly and on the court. It's not pretty, I'll say that. What it is though is action. And then, you know, this is the first, actually the second live stream, and one action leads to another action. So stay focused, stay out of your head, stay in action. We're going to get it. We can change it around. I just did. It's like super bummer, man, with that whole thumbnail. But let it go. It's in the past. Not sure what happened. I need you to hop on YouTube right now. I'm live on YouTube streaming right now. I need you to hop on and we need to talk. I need you to hop on YouTube. Man, and so right now, this, and I've got to get the link. I've got to get the link to YouTube in here. Hop on YouTube right now. Although it's already in the DM, I believe. Right now, I need you to hop on. Right now, I need you. Hop on YouTube right now. I'm live on YouTube streaming right now. I need you to hop on and we need. Dude, it's just like. Why? Why is. We can talk, all right? Because Danko is starting a 14-day program tomorrow with his philosophy. Because Danko is starting a 14-day program tomorrow with his philosophy, writing, and AI, and his massive amount of wisdom. If you don't know who Dan is, yo, you must. I'm on YouTube now. I'm going to put the link in, and I am going to register for his course. Is that right? Man, I tell you, it's. What is it, Sylvia? What's up? You are silly. Too much of that. Like, with you. What is this about? There's so Oh, Joe.
Yeah.
Oh man, are you all right? You came in, huh? All right, dude. So I'm in. Oh
Yeah,
man,
bro.
man. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
My other line is ringing right now. I gotta call you right back.
Yeah, that's
So just
cool.
call
I'll watch the chat.
right back. Call you right back.
Right on. This. So I got the same caption I was putting on the top of the on YouTube, and then what the heck happened? Just totally get shrunk down. Like we're going to go. We're out of time, right? It's fine. I mean, it's what does fine mean? Effed up, insecure, and look, breathe in, breathe out, maintaining calm under pressure. Excuse me. Man, oh shoot. The question, the in YouTube, Instagram, that the title, the caption being what people will search for. Like when you go to a search engine, you go to the search engine, you put it in. That being the title of the caption. Now, that in relation to the actual topic in the video, research, development, courses, team, building a team, one man shows, one woman shows, one people shows. It's, two. Who's the second? Two viewers. Who's joined on Instagram right now? I'm not sure how long you've been watching. Two legitimates. I know Joe CD, you're in, was in, you called. So yeah, a moderator and someone watching the chats. This is completely impromptu, and that's the so. First time caller, first time watcher. Where are you watching from? So Danco's got a program that's starting tomorrow, and the intention of this is to do business with you. $225. Many things I offer: cinematography, editing, consultation, and documentary filmmaking. The program I'm working on now for focusing. It's priority first, focus, and then maintaining that. Let's have a conversation. Anyhow, this is me getting out on the court, taking action, and right now we're posting this video I filmed earlier while I was streaming to my phone, and I'm putting it on Instagram. Time ticking. What is it you are up to? Number two, we've got number one and number two on here. How can we exchange value? Oh man, talk about it. All right, breathe in, breathe out, right? That's what it is. Yeah, you know what? I'm going this. We need to get this thing knocked out. Oh man. What I did not do that I did in the YouTube was to cut out the like the overlay that I put in, and because I want to go for the you want to go for the thumbnail that's clean, and then dropping those what 3 words. Man, the YouTube that was a big fail. It had a technical glitch on it, something. But you know what? All right. Suvi, hold on. Man, I've got to drop the link in. You know, no, it ought to be in. That's to the YouTube, so that would cut it. I don't need to drop a link in. It's all ready to go. This is what it is. Yeah, it is. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna go with it there, right? Da, 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 da. All right, here we go. Watch that off. Back to you in the studio, out there watching. Joe Piccone from at Joe CD's Life was in here earlier. He was on the phone call. Joe's building out his YouTube channel as well. He's looking to start a community around OCD and sharing his experiences with it. Joe's a drummer. Joe's got OCD, and can check out his channel at Josie D's Life. So the two videos, shorts are posted, one on YouTube and one on Instagram. Right, we got the reels, we got the shorts. Sure, there's plenty that I missed. They're up there and live. So it's 11:50 Eastern Standard Time. It's April 6th, 2026, and I was sharing earlier about this the Dare to Post 30-day challenge with Stan Store, where I have my online store, and you know, so my best practices for filming with your phone is on there, and this program I'm developing around environments, ecosystems, and such. There's some affiliate programs that that are on there as well. Beyond the Breakthrough is starting tomorrow. It's April 7th. There's a link on it. So if you go to Stan Store, STAN.STORE /KOECHINGNOW coaching now. The link to Beyond the Breakthrough is there. So this is a 12-week program if you're looking to basically create your project management around your business, your project, your mission, something you've got going on. All right. And there's more information there. So with the 38 challenge that I did, it's posting a reel that was 10 seconds or longer, or a carousel on Instagram. I haven't done a lot on Instagram, period. And I haven't done a lot on YouTube either. I have a TikTok channel, and that has been nothing's happening on that for months. So about a week and a half ago, though, after the challenge was complete, I continued to post, and then I called the timeout. Like I was putting a lot of time into the posts and the videos, and they're there. And what I got out of it, one of the things I wrote down a list of 20 of what I got out of the challenge, and one of those is with the time that I did put into these posts and the videos, the images, the reels, the clarity in what I'm doing. Definitely, it's the picture of clarity. And so what I did not do is just read about all the rules. And when the rules were, you post a reel 10 seconds or longer, or a carousel, right? So those are the individual pictures of like 4 to 5. And a few of the days I only posted one, so that disqualified me. However, during that 30 days, me becoming more clear on what it is I do, because I've got a lot of ideas. Maybe you do too as well. So 2 people out there, this says that there are 2 out there. Joe chimed in through chat, and then he called because I wasn't present to it. This is a one-man show. Last minute, stop and drop your comment below. How about it? Dan Co has a program starting tomorrow, and I watched the emails come into my inbox, and I did not take action on it. And there's only one way to get things started and to get things done, is to take action. So I had the wild idea of going live, and then posting these videos, and just like going for it. So that is the what's. So what is happening? I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna go ahead. I will watch the chat if anything pops up. I'm gonna stop talking in a moment, and I want to head over to Substack. Substack is another platform that I'm beginning to develop my presence in for know, like, and trust. Right. So yeah. Yeah, yeah. So I did not go to Substack. I'm rereading through here, rereading through what the email is. So Mr. Co, he's developed, he's got his AI going on. He has what's called Eden. He's a writer. So Eden, he's a writer, a philosopher, and puts out a ton of amazing content. I consider it is. He's like, this is how you do it. Like, he literally tells you how he has started, how he does things, how he currently do things, how he's doing things, and I have yet to do a program with him. And things, days keep on rolling, and things don't get done. So it's staying focused, staying in action, staying out of your head, and you're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. So right now, according to this, I mean, I've got like 4 minutes playing the game of putting the business together, generating income, generating money to make the purchase of, as opposed to straight out purchasing it. This is absolutely new. The concept of putting this talk show together, streaming. This isn't a talk show. Talk show's coming though, and if you do check out the channel, there are 4 long form videos on it right now. 2 of those Dean Jackson in it, and 2 of those have Matt Wolf in it. And my pup right here is communicating to me. What is this, Uvia? She just puts her paw up there. It's like, yo, dude, what is this, Uvi? Mic check. Is this mic working? Excellent. I've been notified that my translation on Instagram is ready. So head on over there, and for you non-English speakers, no, that I did not click on that, and it showed up the other day too, and it was in like Hindi. It went from like Hindi to Spanish. I did not click on any translation. I it could be Mercury retrograde or something. I'll be right back. So, what are we doing? What are you doing? What is it? What is it? All right. Anyhow, I'm looking at OBS. Any of you out there work with OBS? When you create a Discord account, I know that you can stream with Discord. Twitch is big too, and I believe both of them, working with the gaming industry. Yet it's 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 like cross training almost. There's, or you say like off label. It's like when medication is specifically designed for one thing or another, yet it helps out other conditions and such. And that does that make sense? Discord is designed specifically for this, that, and the other. Same thing with Twitch. Yet there are other ways to utilize it. So I'm gonna be starting up Discord. So Joe called me the other day. He's like, dude, check this dude out. This guy was, so you see the guy, it's on YouTube live, and you see the gentleman whose channel it was. He's talking to this dude. You hear a voice, right? And they're having this conversation, like this debate back and forth. And the way that the guy kind of called in, I'm not sure how it worked. Yet he went to Discord. He went to the host, his channel, went to his Discord, and then it's like take a number or something. It's like there was a queue. I did not go there, so I'm not sure how the whole process works. I'm sure, making a request or speaking with one of my agents, Chat, Gemini, Perplexity, a whole crew of agents, they can direct me, give me the right direction how to set it up. So this guy had his tip jar setup, I do believe. And this it's this the ecosystem of having an online talk show and creating revenue with it, right? So dude, I've been doing this monologue for an hour and 39 minutes, and this is the second time I've gone live on YouTube, and the second time I've really been live for you know extended period of time since 2021. In a way, it's sort of getting back in the saddle. I did some webinars and such with Zoom and connecting them to Facebook for the streaming and whatnot. And I was on hiatus for a bit. So I said I was going to Substack earlier. I'm not going to Substack, not in this moment. I have a debt. Having a conversation with my screen now. So two of you out there, or so this indicates. Nothing in the chat, and again, there's no good time to get a flat tire. So it's midnight. It's 12:01 actually, and unless this is his program, which I need to enroll before April 7th, unless it's going on a Pacific Standard Time. The deadline, it's over. So in the description, I put in this description here. Man, okay. That deliberately put myself in front of the laptop in YouTube to stream live with my priority being being focused until I achieve my goal. And the goal is $225 by midnight Eastern Standard Time. That goal has not been reached. This was completely impromptu. It was like 9 o'clock when the idea came to me. So what's coming out of this is, dude, one action leads to another action, and there is no good time to get a flat tire. And in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. So for that 225, I was thinking, what could I do for this 225? So I have my stand store set up, and out of the products that I have or had on there, because I unpublished them, and I had a conversation this afternoon with the Human Recharge, right? With Kim Sonnet, the Human Recharge, and he's got his stand store himself, and he's working on putting together his community around Qigong, and essentially, it's the health field. So the conversation went today like, I'm going to take everything off my store except for the affiliates, the affiliate programs that someone else has going on, and I'm going to focus on this one program I've been working on. I'm going to focus on that and the group that goes with it. So it's essentially it's a whole new approach, not only like with the social media, yet directing people to my store and such and everything. So anyhow, with the Human Recharge, we're going to put on. We'll be doing a show. So we have picked a date. That date came and passed, and there's impact. You want to talk about impact? Saying you're going to do something and not having it happen. And what came out of that phone call today was really kind of like being too far scattered and like where do we want to focus on and such. So I've got a lot of ideas, a ton of ideas. Maybe you do as well. A lot of things to get done. So in this program that I'm working on, again, this comes from personal, professional growth training programs, life's experience, and philosophy, vision, ideas that I've got. And it's essentially a lot of distinctions. And a lot is a story. So there's the environment, there's the ecosystem, and I believe that the physical environment is a reflection of my mental environment, and like vice versa, how my mental health is doing, what's going on in the physical, and of course we got emotional and spiritual and such. So, in speaking with the human recharge, I said, look, I want to take these products and services down. I had about half a dozen of them. I'm like, I'm going to focus on this because I've not focused on just one and promoting it and doing social media the way that I'm looking to do my third round. I do my first round like the end of last year. It was the Gary V Stand Store Challenge, and then this most recent one, the Dare to Post Challenge. And so the next challenge I'm doing has nothing to do with Stand Store. The challenge I'm putting on is with myself. So I'm talking to the human recharge, and I'm like, yeah, dude. So we a 14-day challenge. In fact, we're in a 14-day challenge. He and I, because we declared we're gonna make X amount of money by this date, 420, right? And he's like, well, you want to repromise? You want to like put another time on it, another date? I said, no, we'll stick with 420 because we said we're going to do it by then, right? So it comes into the know, like, trust factor, people being reliable, people sticking to it. Me, I can only speak for myself, and so I said, look, we're keeping that. We're going to keep that date, and we're going to stick to it. And we've got what we said we would do and what we're going to happen, what will have happened by that date. And this goes back to being on the court, getting dirty, and getting knocked around like I am right now. It's not looking pretty. However, I took the actions. I got online. These posts showing up on YouTube and Instagram, they're probably gonna like not look good at all. Yet, what I want to do with them is get feedback, and it's another action to take to get some feedback. Right? I was talking with Paconi at Joe CD's life. I shared what I call musical messages that I create, the sounds, and then the lyrics that I put into them. And conversation with him and some other folks, I got a lot of feedback, and feedback like, oh, it's what I've been avoiding for a long time. I have a lot of music sounds that I put together. I have a lot of footage. There's a lot of stuff that's backlogged and on shelves, and it hasn't came out, right? And there's a physical manifestation, sort of like a mental manifestation, when there's things we have to do, right, and we're not doing them. Now, when it comes to like the music that I'm talking about that I create, that comes to me divinely, blessings. Uh, Not that it is to share with people, though. I believe it is, and until I share it with people and get their feedback, I'm not going to know how people are going to receive it. So there may be something that you're like, hey, I've been wanting to do this. I haven't done this. So number one, to get started, and then depending on what it is, is how it's received. So this may be something personal that has nothing to do with other people or the public, or it can be something that you will or would be working with people. So anyway, one action leads to another action, and I said, look, human recharge. I'm going to take these off of the store, stand store, coaching now. I'm going to put my program up and the group that goes with it. And for 3.0, the next round I go with like direct focus, everyday posting, Instagram, YouTube, kind of different approach, and I'm focusing specifically on this program. I haven't done that before. It will be new. So like round two, the 30 plus days, around the 40 days I posted, being on the court, getting knocked around, what worked, what didn't work, what can I do differently, what I'm doing differently this time, aside from taking my attention off of the hashtags, it is redirecting how the titles are going to go, the captions, what I'm saying, like really dial in on the videos. And the videos that I made in round two, you know, they there's are they made well and are they effective, dude? And the reason I called it quits to the streak I had going on was, I wasn't getting subscribers, I wasn't getting comments, nobody was sharing. I mean, there were some comments. Most of the folks I knew, there was like maybe one or two people I didn't know, unless I knew them and I didn't know it was them. So there was really little engagement. I'm like, this isn't exactly working. Granted, they say, or I've heard, you need like 100, 150, 200 videos before things like start hitting. And, you know, Instagram, I'm at like 45, 46 videos, which YouTube's got to be around somewhere around that same number. So, yeah, so this next round, the approach to like the thumbnails being more precision, more, I want to say, consistent with the style and the look and the messages in general, and like the content that I will be putting up, I see is going to be unrecognizable to round 2.0. And when I'm talking about round one, round two, round three, you you can look at the dates. You can also look at the hashtags because that was specific. It's going to have at Stanford creators, and then the Gary V, and then challenge, and then the Dare to Post challenge. So 3.0 is my third go at it of putting myself out here in social media land while I'm building with the intent to build an online business with digital products, the live webinars and workshops. So, yeah. And like in essence of what I'm putting together, it is, like what I'm experiencing myself. So it's like there are some priorities that I know I'm not addressing. And so like I'm like, which ones need to be like, which ones are the top priorities to focus on, that I need to be focusing on, like for my health and physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, and the level degree of health around those, it impacts the people around me, friends, family, and just being out in society, because it's affecting me, and it's in one way or another it's going to affect the people who are around, right? So it's determining what the priorities are. Once the priorities are determined, it's then focusing on these priorities, and then it's maintaining the focus. So the program as it sits now, uh, the program I have designed, it's more like steps, just and taking a look at like deduction. So taking a look at where you're at right now, where you want to be. Yet it's where you at. We're going to take a look at a couple different areas. And again, this is it's questions. So the questions are there, and you'll answer them. And after that, it's like deduction. So which of these we want to focus on as far as the priorities go. Okay, this is a focus. Yeah, we put together the plan around with like the timelines and such. You could call it project management. Yet it's by this time, we're going to have this. So anyway, 3 rounds. That first round being determining what your priorities are. It is like clearing out the clutter, determining what the priorities are, and out of those priorities, which ones to focus on. And it'll be no more than 3. And then it's like what needs to happen to focus on these, such that these priorities, stay priorities, and moves you toward whatever it is that these priorities are connected to. And then once that's in play, that third round really is maintaining it, and then keeping data, seeing how things go, what work, what do not, because one action leads to another action. And so after each round ends, like circle back. So is this priority still a priority, or is it complete? So it's a little more in depth than what I've talked about, and the charts and such. Yeah, they're on their way. So talking with the human recharge and how we can work together, to build our online presence or even physical presence. He's big on doing in person sessions or seminars, talking about putting like real live retreats together as opposed to the virtual world. So, we're in discussion about holding a, we could call it a talk show. In essence, I'm presenting, he's presenting, and just working with the consistency factor because it's the know, like, trust factor. People know you. Oh, I know him. I know the human recharge. Like, I know of the human recharge. Yeah, I like the human recharge. Right, right, right. And then it's like, okay, I trust the human recharge. I want to work with the human recharge. So you can look on YouTube. It's no Instagram at this moment. His YouTube is not up. And that's at the Human Recharge. Uh, at Joe CD's Life, he has his YouTube channel up and his Instagram, and working with what it is he's delivering. And I know there are three specific parts to it. One being, creating a community around. Like, I do not want to say support, so I didn't say that. And there are plenty of groups out there. Yet, like I tell him, I go, Joe, you've got gold nuggets. You've got these golden nuggets. You've got this wisdom. And even if, like, I mean, you pick this up here and you glean this here and you got this here, how you deliver it is going to connect with some people and not others. And the point around that is, so what if somebody else is doing this and that and the other? The way you're doing it, you've got your own flavor, your own spice, and people are going to connect with you and how you deliver it. So there's the community he's looking to put together, and then there's the experience that he's had with OCD. And the third one slips my mind, maybe products or services, but it slips my mind at the moment. So at Joe CD's Life, go ahead and check the channel out. Chickadee check. We've bounced some ideas around, like, back and forth, and so coaching now being mentorship, multi sources, and mindset is, and while being a program, working with other folks, right? It is community collaboration, contribution, consciousness. Like, how many C's can we come up with, right? So the other two folks you'll see on my channel, you'll see Dean Jackson, the uneducated food scientist. He has his book out, right? And I'm like, Dean, we got to get your book on, yo, let's get it on coaching now. Let's get it on the Sand store. Let's get your own store set up. And so Dean and I, we have our weekly calls, and we're looking at, like, what does it look like to put a talk show, a podcast, like, what can we do together, right? My vision is that, with the coaching crew, and that's with the Krewe, like, the Nolans, that's it, from Mardi Gras. And why? Because there's a K in coaching now, and yes, it's a play on words, with the co coming from Dan Co, which puts the mentorship in it. And then we've got Ching, which is coming from the Asian culture. It's got quite a few definitions or distinctions related to it. Yet it's like scripture, textbooks. Scripture meaning, I'm not an expert and I haven't consulted anyone specifically around that. But if you've heard of, like, the Tao Te Ching, very interesting part on spelling and English and if you're into language and all that, when they're using the D as opposed to the T. Anyhow, Ching is like weaving together. So if you have these textbooks of wisdom and such, you're reading through them, you're gleaning your information. You have multi sources because you have multi books, and the source doesn't have to be a book. That's the second pillar in coaching now, and then now is the mindset. So we have mentorship, multi sources, and mindset. And the program I'm putting together is centered around that. I mean, these are like the building blocks or the DNA of coaching now. So stay focused, stay in action, and stay out of your head. We're going to get it. So talking with Dean, the uneducated food scientist, you can find him at the uneducated food scientist on Instagram. He's really active on Instagram. So you'll see out of those four long form videos, you'll see a conversation between him and I. It talks about like our origin story, where we met and stuff. The second one talks about like our show, putting that together and what that looks like, right? So we've got the human recharge, and we've got the uneducated food scientist, and we've got Mr. Brian Patrick White here. And within coaching now, if you look at it as like an environment or such, I go, so the podcast, the vision I have is that I can host with human recharge. The next week, human recharge and the uneducated food scientists can host a show together. So each one of these people, each one of them, they have their own business, their own entity, their own project, their own mission, and it's in collaboration and in community, right? So while coaching now, it's like an umbrella, and it has my picture on it right now and such, just for consistency. Yet really, the coaching now is collaboration, contribution with others. So I can see that Josie D at Josie D's Life being in on this podcast, this talk show crew and such. Anyway, so these are ideas that I have. They haven't come to fruition yet. And I was speaking earlier about OBS, and when so with the human recharge. So I'm like, okay, we have OBS, and we're working with YouTube, and we're working with Streamlabs, and we get the tip jar in and such. So that's in the works. Yet, is it a priority right now? And there's only so much to do. Focus is extremely important. Really, words of wisdom. So that hasn't happened yet, and I haven't spent much time. The only with YouTube streaming, the only one is that was that first stream I did about a month ago, actually longer or something. I did that one, and then this one tonight, impromptu, right? So, dude, in the course of this pursuit of do we just exchange? It's commerce, right? Just it's virtually, like digitally, or virtually, live workshops, live webinars, and whatnot. Uh, it's technology. So YouTube right here, we got the technology, and just like learning about making a video on it. So on my channel now, it's just a lot of shorts, very few long. And I was talking with Josie D Life earlier this evening, and what there is a missing of not having the long form videos. And in the course of the research I've been doing the last week, I'm looking at how it's like, putting the content together for the videos, and then creating this content like a day, 2 days, like having the schedule around it. So these are the creation days, and then what editing or what needs to happen, for them to be ready, and then scheduling them. So not making content every single day. It's just it can work. It's not exactly. I mean, I won't say it's unsustainable, yet there are a lot of areas to focus on. So going back to like what are the priorities, and OBS, like getting OBS, that software, tying it in with YouTube, tying it in with the Streamlabs. I know there's a ton of software out there, new ones showing up all the time, and like the stack being, you know, so the carousel for like CDs, you drop it in, you drop your CD in, and you hit next, and it goes like, you drop your CD in, and you got like five of them, right? Uh, Five individual CDs is making up like the albums that you have, and you hit shuffle or whatnot, it just spins through. So, like that, using that analogy, the stacks when it comes to what I'm working on now, you may relate to this. We can relate it to other areas. It's just like the tools you have, right? For whatever it is you do, you've got tools and such. So, Substack is part of the stack. YouTube is part of the stack. So they're each individual elements. We bring them together, and they have their specific areas of expertise. Just like the AI bots, Chat GPT and Gemini operate a little different. Perplexity, each one of those has some specific areas where they excel at. So within the last year that this endeavor, like I've taken it on, and it's been a year coming into these different software programs, these different programs, so, YouTube being one of them, and then learning how to navigate it and operate it. I mean, there's like community on here. There's you've got the data, the statistics, the bumpers, the intro and the outro of it, and ads. There's a ton. I barely touched the surface in YouTube. The same thing with Instagram, Substack, Stan Store. So looking at priorities, we're taking a look at priorities, right? And that's where I'm working on my program because it's something I'm dealing with myself. And this is only like one area. We can take a look at, home life, or you know, your physical, your physical health, right? What priorities you want to focus on. So right now it's working with YouTube, Instagram, learning the content. Who am I talking to? Who am I going to be working with? And then, crafting these messages and speeches with it. So this is the priority now. So in the next round three, I'll be putting in Substack. Substack will be another part of like the element, and to add to like the base level foundation of operation. And so with those like 40 plus days I posted in a row on Instagram and YouTube, this next round will be posting daily. Say 40 days. I mean, ideally you can have it where it's posting every day. And these are shorts, right? Like long form on YouTube. These are shorts. Yet having the content set up ahead of time, having it, and then batching it, making a lot of content at one time, like the lesson plan, and then having it scheduled. So why this is important to someone who isn't doing this online, I'm going through this process and looking at how to work smarter and not harder, and identifying the priorities where I want to prioritize. So with those like 40 days in a row I posted, it's something it's like I created a new habit, something new in the rotation. What I'm taking out of the rotation is drinking soda pop. Like it's not serving a purpose. It does it, not the purpose. I don't need it's so in this foundation that I'm creating, I'm adding some things in and I'm taking some things out. So next round is going to have Substack in it. Substack is amazing. I haven't even started to work with that hardly. So it's clearing out the clutter, determining your priorities, which specific priorities to focus on. Focus on them. How are we going to focus on them? Focus on them and maintain that and such. So, yeah. Systems, programs, formulas. and this craziness that I put out in the YouTube short and the Instagram reel. So that's it's gone to YouTube, or it's gone to Facebook, right? Because I had that connected. So it's shown up. It's shown up. Some people have seen it by now. Some people won't until tomorrow or later or whatever. And it's like, damn, do I want to keep it up? Because it was specifically relating to this evening, and I'm gonna keep them up because there'll be something I learned from it, like what I've learned right now. It's uh, I mean, I've had the experience of talking to myself. I'm streaming right now. I recorded the video for Instagram Reel and YouTube Shorts while I'm streaming, and uh, it's if this is a radio station, if this is a TV station, for those of you who are like, oh, the cable guide, the TV guide, you remember that? It's having the programs set up and running consistently. So this goes back to the know, like, trust factor. So when, my talk shows are running regularly, podcasts are running regularly, the content is showing up regularly. What's that? Regularly. uh, it's like, hey, this dude's reliable, or the guys that run with this guy, these people, this coaching crew, they're reliable. So we know them, we like them, we trust them, we want to do business with them, or we want real send friends and family over. Business being, if you are a business to business, or you know products and services that we offer and such. So it's the consistency factor is where I'm going with this. It's part of it, right? It's part of the ecosystem, and the consistency is the key. So determination leads, discipline follows, and consistency is the key. And I was talking with Joe CD's life the other day, and like I had it, they are interchangeable because I have it. Discipline can be more of a like I have it like a restrictive or strict. It's just you gotta be disciplined. Yet determination can override discipline, because if you're determined, it's like just it's going to happen. It may be a little messy. It's going to happen. It's determined. It's like I see it. There it is. I'm going to get it. You know, and it's not like one is over the other. That's how the universe delivered it to me. It's how I received it. Determination leads, discipline follows, and consistency is the key. Now, determination, like I say, can be a little messy. It's just get the job done. I'm determined. Discipline, a little more structure, like more routine. So those can be flipped and be like, okay, I'm bringing in discipline. Like I'm gonna get some discipline and just let me just get up. I'm drinking my water, not drinking soda. I got my discipline of letting that soda stay over there. And I'm going to drink my water at 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 3 p.m. It's like the routine. That's where the discipline is. It could be that discipline. You could put discipline first. Discipline leads, determination follows, right? Because after the structure and the routine gets going, like with like the 30-day posting challenge, if I the discipline to be, I'm going to post every day. And then once I started to build up that momentum, it's like determination kicking in, because like discipline like set up the, okay, this is normal now. Because at first it was new. It was like, oh, I got to do this, da, da, da. And then I started doing it. It's happening. So there was the discipline to post every day, and then the determination to keep going, because I was like, yo, I'm riding this wave. I'm on this wave. I'm riding it. And that's a way to to look at it, right? So whether it's determination leading or discipline, consistency is the key. So being consistent with the determination, being consistent with the discipline, these each of these, the words, the phrases, the distinctions, work together and play together. So if any of this is sounding at all interesting to you or you relate to it or whatnot, you know, let's have a conversation because it's what humans do. Quick before the machines take over. And if you check out, I have a technology video. I don't have the exact name in front of it right now. Let me pull it up. I do this time lapse from 2005 to 2035, and it's like, oh yeah, his number, it's Hodge. Remembering Hodge's number by memory. I remember where Hodge lives or how to get to Hodge's place. My mind is working. Man, it's forced to work. It's building, it's building the muscle. It's moving. It's in action. With the phones, it's the computer in a pocket. The numbers are in there. So like I don't need to memorize the number because the number's in there. So taking a look at how like technology helps us on one end and on the other end, maybe not so much. So the title of the video, and this be like, yo, can I drop it down chat or whatnot? It's how technology helps. That's how it's, yeah, on Instagram. How technology helps. So the same, yeah, this it's the same video on Instagram and YouTube, and just the thumbnail looks a little different. Somehow I got 3 views on YouTube with it. It's incredible. Although my context is everything got 709 views. So how technology helps on Instagram, it got 380 views, you know? So I haven't done a deep dive on the two platforms. Same video, different platforms, different thumbnails, different music that are in the that are in that are in the actual video themselves and such. So we're talking about systems, structures, formulas, distinctions. Yeah. Matt Wolf. Matt Wolf is the second person on coaching now that has, there are two long form videos, right? Long form being horizontal and and shorts being vertical. So Matt is a writer, and so there's the origin story of Matt and I, where I met Matt, and the intention of me doing that, or this is like what I saw. I said, let's do this video. Let's do origin story videos, right? And so when people come on down the road later, or they see a short with us in it, or they see a long form, they're like, dang, I wonder where these two met, or how did they get together? What's the deal? Maybe not. I mean, just how my mind thinks. Because I'm looking. My intention is to build, this like trust factor, and it's a story. It brings the history and such. So there's the origin story of Matt and I, where we met, and all. And then there's the sort of like conversation video that talks about what we're looking to do together. So we talk about a writing workshop, and and Matt has this, like, you can say, uncanny ability. What he's really good at, one of the things he's good at, is context. And you take a situation, and that is not so cool, not so fun, and Matt will be like, well, he'll the way he says it, the way he delivers it, the way he presents it, it takes out the bite, it takes out like the sting. It he presents it in a way like he's like, well, look at it this way, and he's saying this. If you say this instead of this, like, how does that work? And it totally like defuses, or remove some of, like, just, or all of what people are dealing with, what I'm dealing with what the impact is from whatever's going on in the situation. It's one of its gifts. And so Matt's on there. We got, in as far as his channels and such, and what he will or is going by. We have yet to be determined. Yet uneducated food scientist talking with the human recharge, and then we've got Josie D's life. So again, creating our presence online, building up the no like trust factors. So there you have it, folks. It's April 7th. It's 12:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on East Coast. Yes, right. That's Eastern Standard Time. May they be done with this daylight savings bullshit because playing around with time is not for humans to do, and it messes with people's minds psychologically, physically with their body. So it's 12:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time out here on the East Coast, Tampa, Florida, and we've been going for 220 here. Two viewers, three views total, two folks on, one now, some chat, and haven't heard back from Josie D Life. So let's take a look at how this evening planned out. Joe, if you're out there, it says you're on. You may not even be watching. I don't even know if it's you. It says one. It's a concurrent viewer. Anyhow, something I wanted to do. I wouldn't say it's a priority yet. As I'm thinking about it now, it's it's now going into the priority pool, and it's like, well, dude, if the name that you are associating yourself with this name that you put together, coaching now and mentorship, how could you not have done a program with this guy? And he has a ton of content across the platforms: YouTube, Twitter. We know what it's called. Okay, X, Twitter X. And anyway, so Dan's across the platforms. He puts out incredible content, like detailed, like how you do this, that, and the other. What he doesn't put out, which I mean, how could he just have it out there? His like the software that he has for for writing and such, So he's developed his own software, and I mean, you can't. It's like, yeah, you kind of have to get that, whether he's giving it out or selling it, which he's in business, so he's selling it. And so I haven't done a program with Dan yet. It's been uh, the multi sources online, so absorbing and being with Dan and his content and such. So his program that needed to be enrolled by today, I'm like, man, it would be cool to get in there. And with the software that he has and such, I can only imagine like what it would do. So for instance, this program that's starting, it's a 14-day program that is working with his artificial intelligence, yet it's prompting you. You're answering the questions. It's prompting you, and I have no idea how this program works. What I'm talking about now is like the experience I have working with bots, programming bots, and such. So essentially, how what he's saying in this email is, if you look at like the internet, what's on the internet, you got your media, and like writing the media. So sure, like one of the examples he uses, like, yeah, you could put in a few prompts, and chat's gonna spit out an 800 word short story that's awesome. Yet he's like, the creativity that's there though, it is not there. So the creativity relies in and remains within real humans. And like, this is where he's coming from when he's like, yo, there are so many arenas that deal with writing, and then it's the creativity in the writing, it's the creativity around. around the writing, which the bots are not there, like future proofing. So I know he knows a ton more than myself about programming bots and putting those together. I mean, that whole like coding software and everything. And he knows quite a few people. He knows a whole lot more going on than what I do. Yes, sir. Dude, are you on, man? I'm still streaming. No, no, no. So, let me. I'm talking to you. I'm talking. Yeah, man. I'm in a monologue. A monologue. It's only me talking. I'm talking. I'm talking out loud. I'm talking about. I'm sharing stories. I'm telling stories. Oh, in the broadcast. Yeah, 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 yeah. Dude, so let's look. I'm looking to wrap it up because the registration has ended for Dan's program, Mr. Co's program, and anyhow, if you want, throw something in the chat, and otherwise, yeah, I'll give you a call. I wrap this up. The registration ended. That's what prompted me to stream this evening because his program starts tomorrow, and I'm like, it's time to do some business, and then it'll be time to do business tomorrow and the day after and such, right? So just place myself in motion. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was is like what I was calling for originally or whatnot. So, uh, well, yeah, and then you came on. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, no, it's a 14-day program. So uh, it's Joe CD's life. He's on the phone right now. I'm talking with Joe CD's life. Uh, I was sharing earlier about your channels you started and the community putting together your life's experience. There are three areas you're working with. What are the three areas again of Joe CD's life? The community, therapy, and then your history. So those are three things. The community you're putting together around OCD, your experience with OCD, personally yours, and then the therapy, like the exposure, right? He's actually here. I'm not talking to myself. Joe, you're on speaker and we're streaming live, dude. So you want to speak to Joe City's life? Anything you want to say?
Who are you talking to?
We're streaming right now. It's a show, man. This is live now, Monday, live now, coaching now. So
Just Piconi.
yeah, that's what I said. I go, it's yeah, Joe Piccone show at Joe CD's life. So
Yeah.
Joe, what about share your YouTube channel and what you got going on with that?
Lots lots of lights, camera action, bells and whistles, and a lot of hype, a lot of busyness, a lot of hamsters on wheels, basically everyone's making either yogurt, cheese, or kefir, and it's a big community of it's like a landslide. Imagine an avalanche, but you're riding it intentionally for something like that. That's the energy that it has.
Right on. You said yogurt, kefir, and
Yogurt, kefir, and
this. This is what happens when you put OCD with ADHD. You said
yeah.
you, you said yogurt, kefir, and the third thing, and that was not the order you said it in. And the order you said it in was like, I'm like, that's smooth, like a landslide. And then you start talking about landslides. So
Maybe cheese. Maybe it was cheese. But the live stream we can rewind it.
yeah,
I do.
yeah. So here, let's yeah, you can
Yeah.
go through and see the part. I
Listen, you're still corralling cats, so corral the cats, and then give me a holler when you're in the street.
sure, I will do that. I'll
Oh
talk to you.
yeah.
All right, man.
Oh yeah.
Ciao.
Bye.
Foundation, foundation. So Substack is the next is the next frontier for me to plug in. So going out in round three, it will be uh, a new look for coaching now. Specifically, what I'm presenting with my program. So a new look um, and a new approach. So those of you, it's the new look that will be, the obvious visual difference, and then yeah, I mean the content. So the foundation is having the daily posts, right? And then the new look. So that's the foundation. Foundation one was being consistent with my posting, creating the material, becoming more clear with this program that's been marinating for some time now, right? I've got a lot of ideas, and it's the focusing, like which ones to focus on, and completing them. So yes, the program is it's definitely directly tied in to my experience from the past and in the present, and with the intention of creating a new experience that is not this present and not the past. To be bring some more peace of mind, some more efficiency, be more effective. And by taking those actions, by hopping into that challenge and like doing it by design, other than like, kind of missing one of the big deals. This is what you need to do to complete satisfactory. Creating this new action, this new routine, taking that on. Yet posting every day, I did do. Foundation. So to layer on top of that next round, it's from like what didn't work. Why was the shares, comments, subscribers, followers not happening? So I'm coming with the same steady flow of posts, new look, new approach to new approach to it, being that visual, what's being written, what's being said. So that's what's new, and that's what's being added upon because I've got the foundation. And then Substack, adding in Substack where like articles and adding like audio and video. So really like merging them together, sort of like multi sources, right? So that's what's coming up very soon. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off for this stream. 2 hours, 33 minutes. Now 2 hours and 34 seconds. It's Tuesday, April 7th, 2026, in the year of the fire horse. If at any time during the course of you watching this, you're like, interesting. Then there's a 50-50 chance we could have a conversation. Now, it can be higher than that. Interesting can go one of two ways. Interesting, like, okay, like I'm intrigued, or interesting, like, whoa, interesting. Maybe I need to hang back from that. So, look, many flavors in the world, many ways of communication, many ways of receiving communication. Bottom line, self expression in communication. And have a good time. Have some fun. If you're not having fun, that's no fun. So let's have some fun, damn it. Coaching fun. Whatever you're up to this evening, this morning, have a good time. Have fun. And don't forget to drink water. It actually releases dopamine, which blew my mind when I read that, found that out. Then, check some other sources. And yeah, it's true. It most kicks in when you're dehydrated. Yet now, water and I have a completely different relationship. This is Brian Patrick with Coaching Now. Until next time, uh, I'll see you in the store. All right. Make a good one. Ciao.